All right, guys, today on the Retrofit Source, we are going to be reviewing and maybe even judging a little bit some of your vehicles.
So a few months ago, we asked you guys, our viewers, to submit your cars. We wanted anything, your custom cars, your trucks, your drift cars, whatever you rode on a daily basis or on a weekend basis, send it over to us so we can tell you our opinions. Today, we're gonna tell you our opinions. It might be a compliment, it might be a roast. I guess we'll find out. Oh my God.
Is this Whistling Diesels?
Oh my fucking, yes it is Whistling Diesels.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Immediate 10 out of 10 for this car, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I really love it. And I watched the videos on this. I can't remember if there was a function for like the missile replicas on the side of it.
Legally, I don't think you're allowed to do that. Knowing Whistling Diesel though, it wouldn't surprise me if that they were active somehow and the government just doesn't know. It is a car, so it does have to have fuel.
Was this the one that he drove like on the lake?
I believe this is the one that he took on the lake. If not, it is extremely similar to the one that he took on the lake. If you can't notice that these tires are basically freaking paddles to get through the water. So.
I enjoy it. It's a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 just for the ignorance alone. Okay. So I actually really like this car because it is female owned, and I think that is amazing to have in this industry is female owned vehicles. So this one is already pretty high on my list just because it comes from a badass chick in the industry. Not only that, but it's one of my favorite colors that come on the S550 Mustang. So I'm a big fan of this one.
Is there anything done to this like motor-wise?
I don't think anything is done to it motor-wise.
It's almost 1,000 horsepower.
Oh, is it?
Right.
It is?
Okay, restart
really?
that.
Okay, no, okay, all right, I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's very clean, I like the wheels. In fact, it makes 1,000 horsepower, or almost 1,000 horsepower, and there's not, you can't really tell. Because when I first looked at it, I thought it was just a Mustang with like wheels, but that's cool, that's cool. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, so this one,
10 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10. I just have to be partial because I don't like Mustangs, I'm gonna be honest here, but everything about this car is badass from the car to the driver, so 9.5, highest points that I can give to a Mustang.
Wow, I really enjoy those taillights.
You know, I'll be honest, I'm a really big fan of those taillights too. I love the smoke look on taillights. As long as they're still usable light, I love it.
Are those smoked? Are those the smoked ones?
Those are the smoked. I believe those are the smoked Euro Morimoto taillights. I think they look fantastic on this Mustang. Okay. First off, we have this Chevelle El Camino hybrid mix. How do you feel about this?
I don't feel well.
I think it kind of looks like a mullet where it's business in the front and party in the back.
I'm sorry, this is just so weird. Because I like the front end, but I prefer like the El Camino as it was. And I like this as it was. Before you guys judge me, I'm not really like a super American muscle kind of guy. I still really like them. I like American muscle. That's just me. That's just my outsider, completely virgin opinion of what I'm looking at right now.
It is very much JDM in this household. JDM, so this is different.
I like it though, creativity's there.
I agree, I like it.
And the skill to make this happen is there.
Yes.
No, this is just an El Camino. This is just an old El Camino. It literally says El Camino on the side. Can we just restart that? Because we're gonna sound like idiots in that first bit. It's fine, whatever, I don't care. Whatever, the internet can do what the internet wants.
So in this video, we're gonna be rating your cars on a 1 to 10 scale basis of what we think about these vehicles. For this El Camino, I'm honestly gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I think we know now what it is. I'd still love to hear what you guys think it is in the comments. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 because it has completely blown my mind that I didn't know what this was. I feel kind of embarrassed, so I'm glad you guys will get a good laugh out of that.
I'm gonna give it a 7. I don't know, there's just like, at the end of the day, it's a restored muscle car, and it's just like, it's just plain looking. Sorry. Bro, what is that?
So this is a beer tanker. This is a beer hauler with a retrofit on it. This is one of the coolest, okay, I'm familiar with this one already. This is another high one up on my list. You really don't see things like this on the road today. It's a beer tanker with headlights. Those are my two favorite things combined into one, so you can't get better than that.
I'm noticing a lot of like craftsmanship going in like all over it, like lots of engraving. Is there any information that you know how long that took? Really? You're all clueless about this vehicle? Good job, everyone.
You guys don't know anything about what you're showing us?
So everything about it's sick. You don't really see anything like this often anywhere, not even at a lot of car shows. Like, and I've definitely, every time I see this one come across the internet, I didn't know as much as I did now about it, but it's always something that I do enjoy to look at. And I'd like to see it in person and drink some beer.
Absolutely.
Great.
This one's an 11 out of 10 for me. If we ever see you, I'm going to come to you so we can get a nice brew, and I guess we'll be able to sit here and talk about how much work and dedication that you've put into this vehicle, because it's absolutely amazing.
I agree with the score. Very good. Yeah, no, listen. I have something to say. The RWBs are my favorite. I don't care.
Yes.
Like, these are sick. The fact that you have to go into all like the stuff that has to go down before installing the kit, like his name's Naki-san?
Yes, right? Naki-san, yes.
Okay, yeah, flying him over and then like having like, because I'm pretty sure you have to get him some cigarettes, you have to get him some Coke, and then you have to have like everything set up, suspension, wheels, paint, all those things. And the fact that there's like the huge process and that this is like a super exclusive car once you've completed it, I think that's totally cool. I'll give every one of these cars the highest score. These are great.
I completely agree with everything that he said. A little other fun fact about Naki-san is that you have to have cigarettes, what else did you say?
Coke.
The Coke, and then you also have to have a big comfy chair for him to sit in. This one definitely gets the highest score out of everything. Even if we score 11 out of 10 later on down the road, this one's a 14 out of 10, just know that.
And I'm pretty sure as well he names each one of these cars when they're done.
He does. He names them specifically for the person that he's building them for, after your personality. So a lot of ones, like the most iconic one that most of us know, the Stella Artois, that one was named because of what they were drinking while they were building the car. So really amazing. Okay, I know this guy. I am a big fan of the dude who owns this truck. Not only that, but the adventures that he takes this truck on are absolutely freaking amazing. This man every day is posting a new picture out in the wilderness, going to places that I can't even get to in my vehicles. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him a 9.5 out of 10, one of my favorites.
So I'm gonna give this guy a 10 because this truck is obviously used for what all the modifications have been added to it for. I love that he takes it camping. I love that this picture is covered in like dirt. Everything about it. I mean, this is like, because personally, like I'm more into like drifting and things like that, but overlanding is my second that I would really like to dive into. I love it even more, so 10. When I used to live back up in North Georgia, this green one, I believe it's the Pandora one. And he used to go and hang out at my buddy's shop, Coburn Specialties. I don't know if I can say that on here or not.
I'll allow it.
And I used to always see this car around my hometown, Hiawassee, Georgia, and it's beautiful. Like, this is a gorgeous car. The wheels, the paint job, everything. And like I said in the other one, like RWBs are like, this is sick. I haven't seen a whole lot of like vert RWBs. 10 out of 10. It's RWB, 10 out of 10.
This is an amazing example of a beautiful RWB. The color of this car is just absolutely perfect. The best silver that you could ask for. It's not dull, it's perfectly shiny, but it's not in your face. It's actually just magnificent, and Porsche knows what they're doing. Of course, that's why they're Porsche. So this car altogether is a 10 out of 10 as well. This is my boss's car.
It's false. It's fiction.
I make him money, so this is also technically part my car. So this is my RWB that Naki-san is working on right here. We flew him over, we got him his cigarettes and his big chair, and he built this Porsche for us.
Is this him in the process, or after? Is he just?
I think it looks like the car has been completed. It looks like Matt might have modified the headlights, because that's what we're known for here, is modifying headlights. So it looks like Naki-san is just pointing at those headlights.
Very cool. Very neat. This is sick.
Ooh.
Hey, Rutledge Wood.
Yes.
I love your R33.
I have to say, I'm sorry, I'm cutting you
No,
off.
please, no, go.
This is the best color, and you guys know it too. Everyone knows this. Midnight purple, top tier color. You cannot change my mind.
So, Rutledge brought this car to us, I think it was a few months ago.
It was,
It
yes.
was a few months ago, because we were doing a custom pair of headlights for him. Normally, my favorite car is, well, favorite Skyline would be like an R32, but when I saw this, I was very I started changing my mind because this is a gorgeous R33. Like the midnight purple, the wheels. What kind of wheels are these?
I actually don't know what kind of wheels those
They,
are.
whatever they were, like everything about this car. I mean, it's super clean on the inside, interior, engine bay, everything immaculate.
And you
So,
have to give
good.
them credit because you don't see a lot of R33s on the road,
You don't.
especially around here.
You don't. So I really appreciated seeing one and being it done like this, like Rutledge. Great job. I'm giving everything like a 10 out of 10. Like, dude, I mean, I feel bad. I feel like if I give it anything less, like cars that have this much work done into them, and giving them anything less than a 10 out of 10, especially executed in such a way that it just looks like it came from the factory that way. Dude, 10 out of 10. Like, sorry.
I'll change it
I'll
up
do
a
better.
little. I'll do 9.8 for my score on this one. 9.8 only because there's a lot to love on this car, not much to fault on this car. Because the R32 is my favorite Skyline, I will take off 0.2 points. 0.2 points. Yeah, but 9.8 out of 10. I love this car.
My problem is that I think everything is awesome. That's my biggest downfall.
If Zane has given your car a 7, just know that it sucked.
A wild card. Ooh, what's it gonna be? Yes.
Wait, no, hold on. I would like to take a guess at what this vehicle is. I think it's going to be a shopping cart. It's a
I
shopping
don't think
cart.
it's a car or anything. I think is it a kit? I think it's gonna be a kit car. A kit car or, yeah, I think it's gonna be a kit car.
All right, so if it's a shopping cart, you have to do my emails for the next week.
Okay, all right.
So
You
Zane,
knew that. You already knew that because that's a customer. Oh my God, that's not fair.
all right,
That's not fair.
Grayson, if you're watching this, and I'm gonna send it to you so I know that you're gonna be watching this, I love your shopping cart. We have been huge fans of your shopping cart here at the office. This thing is amazing. Honda swap motor, turboed. You really can't get much better than this with a shopping cart. Show me one.
Is that a lawnmower motor on the back?
Yeah, it's like a crate motor that he's picked up. He's turboed it, he's thrown it in. He used the Morimoto 5-stop brake lights on the rear for his brake lights, and he used the Morimoto 4-bangers on the front for his headlights. So I guess you could call it road legal.
And is that a handbrake right there?
It is a handbrake.
Like a hydraulic handbrake?
Yes. Grayson, are you getting rowdy with this car? What are you doing? What was the plan with this shopping cart? We love it. I want this thing in our studio one day just so I can gawk at it in person. It's a 10 out of 10 for me.
Like, what? I mean, like a 10, like, yeah. I mean, anyone who builds this stuff from the ground up, like, I think it's a 10 out of 10. Like, I'll do better. I'll do better with my scoring system.
All right, and that's the end of our video.
Was that it? Was that really it? No, I gave everything a 10 or a 7.
It's okay. While Zane is having his existential crisis about only giving cars 7s or 10s, I'm gonna go ahead and outro this video. Next time, go ahead and keep submitting your vehicles so we have more to show on this channel. We can tell you what we think about them, either a compliment or a roast, or you might just get a 7 or a 10, who knows? We'll see you next time on TRS Rate Your Vehicles.